All right, I want to take a few calls as we're taking your phone calls this morning to talk about last night's debate. A lot of people want to pipe in, and I'm just doing my best to get to everybody. 7360186. Jack, thanks for waiting during the break. You're on the radio. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
What do you think?
What I think here is people are failing to realize what Donald Trump did is basically somebody who's never picked up a golf club before, and within a year they're playing Tiger Woods for the Masters. Hillary Clinton is a lawyer who's been in politics for decades. She trained and trained and trained. He went in there without even any preparation, I don't think. He zinged her. You got to understand, there's so many things to attack her on. He's overwhelmed. I mean, she's got one thing. The only thing she's got is the taxes, okay, which still can be released. She's got the 30,000 emails that we can never release.
Jack, I understand where you're coming from. I couldn't disagree with you more, except for this part. It's like Tiger Woods going in to what was your analogy? It's like Tiger Woods.
Somebody has never ever picked up a golf club in their whole life, and then within a year of playing, battling Tiger Woods for the Masters.
Got it. Which is my assessment of Donald Trump being president of the United States. He handled the debate like he will handle the presidency. Last night, I truly believe the undecideds, it's all that matters last night, Jack. We know you're going to vote for Trump. I'm not voting for Trump. I honestly don't know where I'm going. I'm very much considering Gary Johnson, but I could vote for Hillary Clinton. It could be possible. I don't know where I'm going, but I can't vote for Trump. But so forget the people like me and you. It's those that are undecided, that don't know where they're going, the Bernie Sanders people, the Glenn Beck people, the people that don't know where they're going. I got to tell you something. They wanted to see last night one thing. They know who Hillary is. They wanted to see, could Donald Trump get up there on that stage and handle the presidency of the United States? And he failed miserably for those people last night.
Well, I think that's your opinion, and I'm looking at other polls, and other polls got him winning.
Those polls are ridiculous jokes. Donald Trump got crushed last night, Jack. Crushed.
That's your opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. It's a fact. He was demolished last night, and the real polls will show it. What you're looking at is an online poll where people can vote, and they just get it. That's a joke. These polls out today are jokes. They're not real. Wait till the polling comes out. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can tell you this. If you're a fan of debates, it was the worst debate performance in the history of the presidency of the United States last night.
It was really Seattle-Denver Super Bowl.
Terrible.
It was over
Jack.
Before it began.
I'm not saying that Donald Trump is dead because of it, but if you can, with a straight face, say that Donald Trump won that debate last night, you are fooling yourself. And I don't know where that feedback is coming from, but I appreciate it, Jack. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but I'm saying to you, it wasn't even close. And somebody said today, even the liberal media like CNN, they're being kind of cautious today. No, they're being cautious because they don't want to do cartwheels on TV. That's why they're being cautious. Donald Trump got crushed last night. And the liberal media is sitting out there like, I don't want people to think that I'm all with Hillary, so I'm going to try to be fair here. No, he was demolished. It was the worst performance in the history of the presidency in terms of debates. Read the New York Post, a conservative publication. Worst performance. He let his supporters down. I'm telling you. You want to hear it straight? I'm just telling you the way it is. I'm not giving. This isn't me who doesn't want to vote for Trump. It is a fact based on the presidency, based on debates over history. That was a disastrous performance. He owes his supporters more than that last night. And one of his biggest supporters is our man Joe Lode, who's on the line right now. Joe.
Bill, I'm going to start off by saying, because I just had this discussion over here at the gym with my buddy Jay Schultz, and we basically said the same thing. There were points where last night's debate that I was like, okay, he's going to do it. He's going to get into it. And then all of a sudden, it was like the air came out of the balloon. Now, you know me, I like Trump.
You're a Trump guy.
I think, I'm a Trump supporter. However, I feel the same way you did. Last night sucked. And to be honest with you, I can't stand Hillary, and last night made me can't. It is. I just can't stand her.
You
but
might.
Last night really bothered me because he didn't jump all over, and he didn't. He didn't do anything to thrill me last night.
Yeah.
And then I think some of it has to do with the fact that she had an earpiece in and was getting fed stuff all night long.
Like the evangelist.
Holt was biased in his questioning, too.
Yeah.
But that besides the point, I think you're right. I think he didn't win last
Where
night.
was Benghazi last night? When he had her on the ropes, I thought for just a moment on the issue of the emails.
The 8 years we've bred more racism in this country than we have ever. In 8 years, why didn't he jump onto that and say, "You guys have been breeding this for 8 years"?
It's
your
simple,
fault.
simple politics.
Nothing.
This was simple politics last night. All he had to do was remind people that we're being attacked, that we're in the middle of a war, that we're unsafe today, and in the last 8 years has had control, and this is a chance for change. That's all he had to do. Keep hammering that home all night long. Instead, there was nothing. There was not an ounce of substance last night. And when he did kind of get a gain, and like you said, he just stopped. He backed off. It was almost
I don't know why he backed down.
I know.
When a prize fighter gets somebody on the ropes, they just go right at him. He's not a prize fighter. He's one of those brawlers that he just didn't get into the brawl.
I compared this whole thing last night to when Sugar Ray Leonard was taking his arm and doing that whole thing where he's swirling his arm around, and then walking back into the corner. Because that's what it was like. He never threw the punch. All right. Joe.
I know. I agree with you. I just think anybody that says he won last night is full of himself.
Yeah, you're not changing your vote. You're voting Trump.
No, I'm still voting Trump because I could never live with myself if I helped get that woman into office. She's a destructive part of this country. Her husband's a buffoon and always was, and I agree. He should have kept on the NAFTA thing too. Because this is what caused this country to die.
Did you watch last night? When he was introduced and he went out there and he saw Trump's wife, and you could just see in his eyes like wow, as he shook her hand like. Okay, Joe. Thanks. Okay, thank you.
So,
okay, next, what do we have?
Really quick, somebody called up and said the reason he didn't hammer her on Benghazi is because he doesn't want to fire all his guns at once.
Okay.
And he wants to...
Yeah, all right. So
this is Atima Omara. She's a political strategist.
Good morning, Atima.
Good morning.
Political strategist. Well, we've heard a little bit of our take on this whole thing. What are your thoughts?
I would probably add to that and say that, Hillary Clinton arrived as Obi-Wan Kenobi and Donald Trump arrived as a Jedi who was really trying, and that toward the end everybody was just like, why are you even here?
Yeah.
Would be my take on the debate last
I love
night.
the Star Wars analogy. That's awesome. No one has done that in America today. That's awesome. So I guess I was speechless after the whole thing last night. I thought they were really setting us up. His team was like, listen, he's not preparing. He's out getting breakfast. He's going to be ready. He's born for this. And then he really didn't prepare.
No, he didn't. I mean, the interesting thing through the course of the morning, I was occasionally watching the debate, like pre-analysis. I'm thinking, what the heck can you possibly say?
Yeah.
It was kind of telling when it was like Sarah Huckabee, one of his advisors, said, he's doing Q&As, he's not doing mock debates. But what's really great about Trump is that he's authentic. And I said, oh, this could be bad. And then, afterwards, when Chris Matthews is just hammering Kellyanne Conway about, well, is he going to prepare? Is he going to prepare? Is he going to do mock debates? She would not answer that specific question.
Yeah.
So it's quite clear that compared to Hillary, who was apparently going through drills like from 9 to 10:30 each night in a simulated debate, he was not doing the same. And, perhaps he's learned his lesson. We don't know.
Well, you can't. I could not expect that. There's 2 more debates. If I'm Hillary, I'm like, you know what? I just checked my schedule. And I'm booked up.
Can't make it.
Can't make these next 2. But you would think it will be who knows? I mean, he can come back and just blast her in the next 2 debates.
Yeah, he could.
But
always
Lordy.
the first one sets the tone, and everybody was. I don't know what the Nielsen ratings will be last night, but they estimated close to 100 million, which is up there with the Super Bowl.
That's huge.
Yeah, just enough voters who just are tuning into this election. Unlike the rest of us, then, they saw not a very presidential looking guy last night.
And I guess that was my statement earlier when I said, if you're an undecided, you're not sitting there on the issues. So you're already not an issue based. It's not abortion that's driving you. It's not the Supreme Court. You're undecided, and that means that you're really looking at the person for who the person is. So I'm saying they were looking last night to see. We already know Hillary. But I want to know, can Donald Trump be president? Does he have the temperament to be president? And I think he failed that miserably last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Proves pretty much the talking point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, listen, thanks so much for your input. I appreciate it. We'll see
Well, thanks for having me.
See what number 2 brings. You never know. All right. Thanks so much.